Hello friends, this is Sundareshan, your compliance guru. Independent directors. In the last video, we saw who an independent director is and what brings them on board. Having come on board, independent directors have certain obligations. What are the obligations? Let us look at some of these numbers. Before that, the simple things for onboarding was every independent director should have a DSC, a digital signature certificate, should have a director identification number, which is DIN, and of course, should have passed the online test conducted by IICA. But again, this online test is only for those independent directors who do not have 10 years of experience as a director or a key managerial person in public companies. So, is there any educational qualification? No. The board should take an opinion or should form an opinion that a person is independent and the person is onboarded as an independent director. Of course, criteria like expertise, proficiency, skills, and integrity are some of the things that would be checked before onboarding the person. Numbers. Now, as far as the independent director requirement is concerned, every listed company that is run by promoter and where the promoter is the chairman, then 50% of the board shall constitute independent directors. Now, in case the chairman is not a promoter, then law says 1/3 of the board shall be independent directors. This is the first set of numbers that you need to be aware of. The next, of course, we had seen in one of our previous videos the maximum number of directorship for any individual was 20. 20 private companies, out of which 10 shall be public limited companies. Now, out of the 10 public companies, 7 shall be listed entities. Please note, a person shall hold office as an independent director only in 7 listed companies. Now, the other important thing is, if a person is already a whole-time director, is there any cap on their being independent directors? Yes, it is 3. So, who is an independent director? An independent director is a non-executive director. They fall under the category of a non-executive director. So, in case a person who is an executive director wants to become an independent director, there is no prohibition, but there is a limit, a cap on the number of companies in which the person can be an independent director, and that is 3. Now, how many companies can independent directors be chairpersons? The limit is 5 companies. And one other very important number that you should note is, what is the maximum number of committees that an independent director can be on board? The answer is 10. So 7 is the maximum number of listed companies. 10 is the maximum number of committees that a person can be a committee member. 5 is the committees where he can be a chairperson, and in case the person is an executive director or a whole-time director, the maximum number of companies that they can be an independent director is 3. Right? Now, next, how many years can a person be an independent director in a company? It says 2 terms of 5 years each. What happens after 10 years? There is a cooling off period of 3 years, and then the person can come back as an independent director. So at a stretch, one tenure for 5 years, but the term tenure is, again, which can be interpreted in a different manner. It can even be for 1 year to 5 years. A term is a term. So 2 terms is what law permits an independent director to be a director. Next numbers that you should be aware is there a maximum age? We saw in the last video the minimum age. Entry is 21 years. The maximum is 75 years. But that doesn't mean your career comes to a halt after 75. All that it requires is a special resolution to be passed by the shareholders in a general meeting, and you can continue as an independent director. So friends, obligation about numbers is what we covered in this video. Going forward, we will see more on independent directors. Keep writing, keep questioning, stay compliant, stay safe. See you soon.